But Algie is a great young minister, doing great things, and as I said, I'm not going to prolong things. We're going to have a song, and then Brother Armstead will bring the presentation for this morning. I want to apologize for our lateness. We had a few, the devil got in the way a little bit this morning, so we apologize for that. And also, we're having some technical difficulties with our video. So be patient with us. I'm going to stay in the sound room. The guy that does our stuff is not here this morning. So I'm going to stay in the sound room and try to make this transition as smooth as possible. It just seems like when everything is playing, the devil gets busy. So pray with us and pray for us. After another song, Brother Armstead. Welcome him as you would every minister of the gospel. God bless you.
To being in heaven with God. You know what it sounds like, we're not going to get there. You want to make sure we get there. And I want you smiling, because I think some of y'all looking like me. Y'all look like, what in the world am I doing here? He was a funny looking preacher anyway. Where's he from? I heard his name. Where's he from? Well, we're from Westside Church of Christ in Angleton, Texas, and I'm married to Selena. She is Selena Armstead. I know they always will have Thomas, and I don't worry about going through the history. It is what it is. And she always be a country girl, and I admire that about her. I've learned a whole lot about being a country boy from her, so she's helped me be a better man. But she's shooting up his country, though, I can tell you that right now. One day I came up, I couldn't find her. They told me, look in the tree. She was up there climbing the tree, and she was way up there in the tree. One time we went on a cruise, and we had done the cruise before, and I realized why Church of Christ people go on cruises. I didn't know they had that much fun. I said, I had all that fun on the cruise. They had a contest, and they had some young girls up there, cheerleaders, and they got together, did a routine, and lo and behold, my wife, when she was done, did a split. My legs hurt. I was like, oh. She jumped right on up. I was following it off. I said, boy, this girl is something else. I sure got one from Pittsburgh. I thank God for that. We've been having a great time in the Lord. Without any further delay, thank the brothers, leadership here at Franklin Street, for allowing me to come today and to share a message from God to you today. We're so excited about a day like today. Without further delay, I would like to take our message from Luke the 7th chapter, verses 36 through 39. You've heard this passage before. It is a great passage to be motivated on a homecoming. So every now and then, just remind me it's a homecoming, because I have a tendency that I might want to go down the path of the aisle a little bit. You'll tell me it's homecoming, brother, and I'll come back in line and make sure I lift you up. And the Bible says, then one of the Pharisees asked to eat with him, and he went to the Pharisee's house and sat down to eat. The Bible says, and behold, a woman in the city who was a sinner, when she knew that Jesus sat at the table in the Pharisee's house, brought an alabaster flask of fragrant oil, and stood at his feet behind him. The Bible says she was weeping. And she began to wash his feet with her tears. And then she began to wipe them with the hair on her head. And the Bible said, and she kissed his feet and anointed them with fragrant oil. Luke, then the physician, says, now when the Pharisee who had invited him saw this, he spoke to himself, saying, this man, if he were a prophet, would know who and what manner of woman this is who is touching him, for she is a sinner. I want to talk to you this morning about if only you knew. If only you knew. So sometimes when people say that, it's typically a really bad thing. They say, oh, yeah, you know. Oh, Brother Austin, if only you knew him when he was in junior high school, girl. He was something else. If only you knew him back then. If only you knew her when she first came out of the country. She looked nothing like that now. And tell me when people say that, is nothing really nice. I want to talk about this in a much more deeper way today. If only you knew her the way you should know her, the way God did, you'll better understand her worship to God. And so this morning I want to talk to you about a couple of subjects. I want to talk about the focus on the presence of God. That's my first one, about the presence of God. I want to talk to you secondly about our worship to God. I want to make sure we understand about what it's all about in our worship to God, what's required of that. And I want to talk about our focus on God. It's really all about our focus on God, right? And so I'm going to ask you to do an exercise for me. I want you to mentally take yourself back out of the church house before you walk back into church walls again and have a seat. I want you to go in front of this big, huge, ugly-looking dumpster. And I want you to take all of your baggage and all the things on your mind right now, all the problems. I want you to physically see yourself putting it in the dumpster and letting it go. Because if we walk away from here, we want to come in here broken down. We want to walk away healed. We're going to be happier than we were before we walked in. I want you to put all your junk, your trash, your garbage in the dumpster, that God can be able to touch your heart today.
All right, all right.
Let's talk about the focus on the presence of God. And in my notes, it tells me it didn't really matter where she was. That all she knew was that she was going in the presence of an almighty God.
All right, all right.
She didn't matter who was there around the house. She just knew that once she got in front of God, that all of her problems will be taken care of in the presence of God. It did not say if she knew the order of the house or not. But she knew that she came to see Jesus. And sometimes it's all we do at worship service, just come in knowing that once I walk in the house, that in his presence, it'll make all the difference in the world. And see, our problem is today, we got too much technology, right? And so we're distracted by acting like we're reading scriptures and playing games. That's in my church. The whole time. Playing games. Surfing the internet. Texting our buddies, right? We do all this stuff. And the whole time we're missing that we're in the presence of Almighty God. When we're in God's presence, we need to make sure we actually admire and tell God we're glad to be here. She stood there. Nothing else mattered to her in the fact she was in front of God. She stood there in respect behind him, just embracing his presence. Right now, we should see ourselves in front of God. Two or more gathered together in his name, right? Two or more here, he's in the midst of us. We come right now in the presence of God. That's why our hearts need to be clear. Because God can make a difference in every aspect of our lives. I want you to realize that even now, we come in the presence of God. We got to go back to the way worship used to be. I know my mother would prepare her outfits Saturday for Sunday. She started working on Saturday, started laying out her clothes and what her hat was going to look like and the color of her dress and making sure the shoes were matching. This is Saturday. Right. Cooking the meal, sister. Saturday. So when Sunday came, okay, brothers too, okay, so brothers on Saturday. So when Sunday came, that you had time to focus on God. It wasn't this short time focus on God. It was like typical all-day worship we had with God. Isn't that right? We come in the morning, go to church, we come back at nighttime. Why? Because our whole perspective was all about God. We realized we're in the presence of God. And so she stood there in respect to him. Not concerned what others thought about her. Not concerned who was looking at her. She wasn't concerned about what they were saying about her. The Bible says she just stood.
Yeah.
Looking at him. Looking at her God. now. So thankful she's there right now. See, some of us ain't been through nothing.
All right.
Some of us ain't been through nothing. Stuff like, you know, ain't gonna happen about it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I saw more water in Hurricane Harvey than I ever want to see in my life.
All right. All right.
I ain't never seen that much water before. I heard it rain, typically rain like that 15, 30 minutes. It rained like that for days and would not stop. See, when you've gone through something in life, you know what it's like to praise God. God, thank you that I'm here today. Thank you for not letting me drown in the water. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. Holding my hands down. You don't hold your hand down and down. Stop one play. This first still take this blood. You want to, even when they lose, you still. That's my team. What about God's team? God's house, like we're ready to open up to God. I don't want to stand up. You stand up in the Dallas Cowboys game. And you trying to stand up. Look at you standing up. Look at me standing up, man. I watch my team. What's wrong with you? Come God's house, like afraid to stand up. You know, if I'm standing, somebody might say something. I guess I better sit down. The Bible says she just stood there, weeping in her grief. The problems in life, she's just mourning. I don't know if you've been there now before. She has some problems on her mind. They're just crying. You know, sometimes you just crying, you got nothing to say. Like, what's wrong? You don't even have anything to talk about. You just start crying, thanking God for bringing you through the storms of life. It wasn't just Hurricane Harvey that woke some people up. There have been Hurricane Harvey in our spiritual lives. There's been just raining storms in our lives over and over every day. It looks like it'll never stop. And she's just weeping and crying right there in front of God. Just, God, thank you for allowing me to be here right now. She's bringing herself down. Coming to God in her grief in the morning. Maybe she might have been singing to God. Maybe she might have been thinking about her wretched soul that I have. Maybe she might have been saying, I'm a hard-fighting soldier, God. Maybe she was humming a song to him. Maybe she was just talking one of her favorite verses. Maybe she was saying hallelujah to him. Maybe she said, oh man, God, oh man. Maybe she said, thanking him, just there behind him, just in her own way, just worshiping and praising God. Singing songs to him about being amazing grace. Maybe she was saying, how sweet the sound for him to save a wretch like me. Y'all with me this morning? Kids be talking about getting lit. Yeah. She was there getting lit. Her I don't care. Y'all getting high. Y'all worry about what they think about. We're going to get lit together. Let's get lit. Y'all look at everybody else. Y'all let me get lit. You say, I'm getting lit. Let them do what they're going to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. She was getting lit for the Lord, singing songs to him. On a hill, far away, stood an old rugged cross. Y'all hear what I'm talking about? She's just hearing God just talking and singing together. Standing there with him, I should not be moved. Glory, glory, hallelujah. I should not be moved. No matter what the situation is, I see her there just in the presence of God, looking at him. You know what she said in the Bible? It was how she might even been quoting scripture. Amen. Greater he that's in me, he that's in the world. Y'all hear your favorite scripture right now when you're in the storm? Just talking to yourself. But with man, it's impossible. But with God, all things are possible. It's like that, just me and her and God just saying, God, you know we've been through some things in life, but you know what? You know, we come through this together, God. We come in hand, just her. She heard God. Praise God. Just heard God. And everybody just looking at her thinking, what's wrong with her? What's her problem? That ain't the question, is it? No. The question is, what's your problem? That's the question. All right. Bible looks at her. I think she was saying, I can do all things through Christ. She realized the power came from God. And even before that power was saying, I know how to be abased, I know how to be up in there, I know how to be up in the air and abound, I know how to be abased. He said, in all things up and down, I learned to be content. She said, I can do all things through Christ. I learned how to be low, Father, in the storms of hard in life.
All right.
Learn to be high through the eclipse. See the total eclipse. I see you fall between, let the moon stand between the sun and the earth and block it. You know, we didn't know what was going on then. That's a wonderful thing, having an eclipse. We had no idea what God was doing.
All right.
You tell me as big as the sun is, and as big as the earth is, the moon comes in between the sun and says, you ain't shining no more right now. It's going to be all dark on earth right now. totality at work, as we told me. He ain't seen totality because totality happens every day. See, God happens every day. We never acknowledge that was God who made the whole eclipse happen. Sometimes we mixed up on, oh, this is homecoming. Now, keep y'all up. Come back here, y'all. And then my wife, I know she's been here. And y'all might let me come back because of her. That's want to make sure I keep it straight. We missed the whole intent of things. If he was a son, the Bible said, yes, he learned obedience by the things that he suffered. We realize that we learn how to be obedient to God when we suffer in this life. She just stood there focusing on God. I can hear her saying to herself, the Lord is my shepherd. She's been through something in her life to call the Lord hers. She said, he's my shepherd.
All right, all right.
I shall not want.
Well,
The Lord, he's mine. He's my shepherd. See, I want you to know what my is. When you walk over to my house, it's not your house, that's my house. Why do you say that from upstairs? Because I pay the notes there. When you jump in our car, that's not your car, that's my car. Why? Because I pay the notes on that car. And so when you say something is mine, it means personal ownership. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. No matter what it is he's seeing God, she's seeing herself being young and old, yet the righteous is not forsaken for the Lord, because God takes care of them all. She said, I hear the Lord is my shepherd.
all right.
I shall not want. She said, he leads me what? He leads me right down in the green pastures. He gives me the best of life. Even in the midst of a storm, he takes care of me. He leads me beside the still. Y'all hear what I'm talking about? Beside the still waters. You know why the waters were still? Because they were raging waters. And Jesus said, peace be still. He made the waters to be still. So he leads me in the path. He leads me by the still waters. He said, he takes me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. See, I'm a child of God. But God just leads me through the paths of life. He says, you know, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. What is she talking about? She's been through something, y'all.
All right.
Been through a storm in her life. Maybe she may almost see her life taken away. And she's talking about how good God is. She just, didn't you heard God just wash me together. See, if we go through something in life, we realize the power of God. Walking through the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Why, God? Why you won't fear me? Because thou art with me. Your rod, your staff, and keep telling me I love you. Get back in the line. Why? Because you love me. God loves me so much. He's just leading me along the way. He said, even he anoints my head with oil, right? He prepares a spread before my enemies, and all the need my head. God just anoints my head with oil. He lets me know I'm the one, his child of God. You know what he said then? He says, my cup runneth over. Surely, he says sometimes, young folks, he says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me, what? Not just sometimes, but all the days of my life. That's why she's weeping like that. And God has been good to me. He's been really good to me. We're coming to worship. There are two things that needs to happen in the worship service. We need to have an attitude to God and also an act. We gotta have an attitude. That's why I keep asking y'all to check y'all songs, because y'all can sing this song. Let my heart fire. Y'all ain't listen to yourself. Y'all listen to everybody else up right there. You know, we are like we're just dead.
Yeah.
Let Beyonce put a song on.
Well, watch it. Watch it. What?
What the song is? What the song is? I'm gonna steal off y'all. You know y'all play the right song. Yeah. When God's song come on, we so like we did. Worship reserved two other things. Is her attitude. She had an attitude of thankfulness. So we should stop just coming to worship service, just asking God for everything.
Don't you see?
Come to worship service, thanking God for what he's done for us. Thank you for sparing my life. Thank you for keeping my family together. Thank you for giving me time to repent. Thank you for being so good to me. I'm coming thinking, God, I have the right attitude. And the last thing I need to have is got to have the right act. The Bible says, I love her act. Look what she did. She expressed her love to God. And she took this expensive bottle of alabaster oil. It's one of those very expensive bottles. She was just there, we should be giving God the very best that we have. Well, us come here, we come in here walking in here late. We already started our road. Got up late, coming in here late, and ready to leave early.
Don't you see?
Yes, God, what you gonna do?
Don't you see?
God was like, what are you doing? I've been ready for you to come up to the game. I'm going to bless you more, but you ain't ready for it. You know, the lotto was going on. It was like a $500-some million. People talking about it. Yeah, we played the lotto. I was telling most of y'all ain't win anyway. I already know the numbers is like 1 out of 100 million or something, some crazy number. And I said, like, if you have to get hit by lightning about 7 times in your lifetime, you're awesome winning. They said, well, somebody's got to win. I said, well, you probably won't win. And if you did win, you ain't ready for it anyway. We can't keep up with you now being broke going on the cruise. You can find you half the time now. You can't come to church. You win $100 billion, $500 million. You think we're going to find you? We'll see you in your own island somewhere. She gave all she had. The Bible says she gave her soul. She came to him with her own tears, not somebody else's tears. She was talking about her mama cried and cried tears. She talking about, now my daddy cried. She came with her own tears. The Bible says she came with her own hair. She took her own hair, used her own hair. She came and took her own love. She gave her own stuff from God. She gave what she had, her very best of her to God. That's how worship is, giving your very best to God, giving the best. And the Bible said she came kissing him. Isn't that something? Just come kissing, kissing on him. God, thank you for loving me so much. Thank you, God, for overlooking my mistake. Thank you, God, for keeping my spouse there. God, thank you for my children as bad as I was. God, thank you so much, Father, for giving us a financial better. God, thank you so much for keeping us in life. God, she just kissed the whole time. What is going on? We ain't been there before. That's why you know what's going on. But when you get there, there's all the difference in the world. Here's my third point. Let me go down and focus on God. You got to look at how God wants us to worship each other. She was not like most people. They were just looking. So what we do is this is what I like about the Pharisee story. Pharisees, like most of us, they're looking over and saying, you know that. Look at everybody else. Looking over, look at sister. She always going to confessing. Get the same thing. What's she confessing about? We should be confessing. Well, what's wrong with them? Maybe they always got to stand up all the time. They're asking for prayer. You should be asking for prayer. You spend a whole lot of time looking at everybody else. Oh, she thinks she looks so good. Look at her. She just looks like she thinks she looks so good. Yeah, but she don't have to say anything. Her body language said, look at all kind of issues with somebody else than what I said. Pharisees, the host of the house, do what most of us do. She in church that is looking at somebody else. You know what God said? He said in his mind. That's how powerful God is. God said, he never said it out loud. He said, God knows what kind of woman this woman is that touched him. He knows she's a sinner. God already knows what kind of woman she is. That's why God welcome to come on in. Because God loves sinners. And instead of them focusing on Jesus and their worship, they were focusing on the woman. That's what most of us miss the most. Looking at somebody else. And looking at God. He's God. You have to like yes to God. You have to look at somebody else. Why you clap your hand? He always clap his hand. He's like he's a nightclub somewhere. You know what? You know, I learned that's why most church people don't like to clap their hands.
Well,
because they tell me they're scared they're going to go back out there when they're on the word. They forget where they are. They start doing all this stuff. And they think, that's not what you do anyway, because that's what you do when you get home. You gotta encourage them, lift them up, and lift y'all up. So let me say, when you feel like you need to stand up, just go and stand up. Yes, sir.
don't you see?
I was in one church one time. When they were preaching, they just took off running. So they say something. Come back around. They say something else. They took off. I said, well, that's a great workout. It was a weight, though. I mean, medication. I'm sorry about that. That's a joke. That's a joke. Person came to me and said, you know, you're talking about people falling asleep. I'm on medication. I can't help it. I said, I'm not talking to you. I'm excused. I'm telling the folks that on medication. I got no reason to be dozing like that. About 22 years old, blinking and going on. She was focusing on God. Let me move down so I can take you to a close. Here's some don'ts you don't need to be doing in worship today. Don't focus on everybody else. That's what don't do that.
Yeah.
You see your friend, folks, somebody you need to tap and just stop doing that. Look up there. Pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't focus on your situation. You say, why? Because God changed the situation. So you come to church, you know, big deal. You come here with a big problem, walk out, the problems are gone. God does it all the time.
Yes.
You walk into a dead sea, you have no way out. God just part. See, God ain't got to go figure something out. God, I don't know how you're going to do this. God said, you figure it out. There's no way I can get out of this. God said, watch this. I just make a way out of no way. Remember, I just part the sea and let you walk across. That's what I do. I just roll like that. I'm God. And y'all called a total eclipse, and I said, that's okay. They don't understand that about God. Because I'm kidding about that. Yeah. So we don't focus on your situation, focus on God. You don't need to focus on your happiness, because that's based upon what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. $200 million? Very, very happy. $200?
Yeah.
Not so happy. You'd like to be happy. See, happiness is based upon what you have and what's happening. But joy is sustained or something. That's why you see some people on the streets. They don't have a home, they're homeless, walking around with no money down, looking at that woman over there, they kiss each other. They so much in love. You wonder why you don't have that kind of love. You got a mansion at home, plenty of money, and y'all even look at each other. You say, I want to have that kind of love. You know what? They know what joy is.
Yeah.
You have to have things to have joy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the homecoming. Amen. Greater is he that's in me than he is in the world. Yeah. He could call on 10,000 angels if he wants to. In him we move, exist, and I have my very being. That's why I come to the church house, because God can make a difference in my life. Let me move down here. I want to ask you a question. How do you know you're in love? How do you know you love somebody? I'm moving down my presentation. How do you know you love somebody? Let me tell you how you know you love somebody. This is the real measurement of love. And I think the way Jesus did this, I'm going to tell you what I said. This is complex for most people. Let me make it simple. I'm going to let you borrow somebody. I'm going to have two people. I'm going to have two people to borrow somebody to. I'm going to give one. So I'm going to take one. I'm going to give him just a little bit of money. And I'm going to give you lots of stuff. So one, I'm going to give 500 naira. That's equivalent to about $25,000. So I'm going to give one 500 naira. I'm going to give him 25 grand. So give him 25 grand. I'm going to give the other one a smaller one, just $2,500. And then Jesus said, I'm going to let you forgive the debts of the one who owed 25 grand and the one who owed 2,500. Which one do you think will love me more? Yeah. See, y'all money people, y'all like, well, I'm telling you right now, look at it this way. It says your money. You gave me 25 grand. Which one you gonna love more? The one who gave you 25 grand back. And so God says, you have answered, told Simon, you answered rightly. He says, I suppose the one who forgave more. So the one who was forgiven more money, the $25,000, the Bible says loved him more. He says to him, you have judged rightly. So what is love anyway? Love is a measurement of not by what we say. Yeah. It's by what we do.
Don't you see? Don't you see?
It's how we reciprocate love. And so this is a big word. What does that mean, brothers? How do we reciprocate love to the person we're supposed to love the most?
Well,
reciprocating love means to give back, to return something that was given to you. It might be something that they do not deserve, but it's what you give to them because you love them. It means to return something to give it back. So what am I saying about the worship service today? We should be coming in here reciprocating our love of what God has done for us. Talking about how good he was. How he blessed us. How he's touched our lives. I don't know about y'all. I'm just going to quick commercial for a minute. We were shoving water, went back in the water in my mom's house, and one of them was shoving water out. We went back and shoving. I'm not talking about 5 minutes. I'm talking about hours. Yeah. You start doing this for 8, 10, 12 hours, you start wondering, Lord, what are we going to do? You still went back and still pushing out. We went to bed about 2 o'clock. I went to bed at 2 o'clock. The rain has ceased. I woke up at 6 in the morning, heard this wet back going, it was my wife and my mom up all night long trying to save this house from water, just went back with something. Somebody said, why don't you just give up the house? That's what my point is about the story. See, when you're given a whole lot of something, you just don't walk away from it. You put all time and money to something. You put all your hard work money into all your time, 50-something years. You don't just walk away from it overnight. You just got a little short rainfall because harvest, I'm going to wreck up your life. You don't just walk out the door and say, no, Harvey, it ain't coming that easy. Bring your best shot. I'm bringing mine. God and I will fight this. You know what God said is that the house could have flooded if you would have given up. Because you didn't give up.
Yes, sir.
God looked at you and said, that's why I'm blessing you, because I want you to know you got to depend on me, but you got to do what you have faith in.
That's it.
You got to turn, you got to get back.
Amen.
So how do we forgive? I want you to hear the story. I'm going to close with this. Look at your Bibles. Look at your Bibles for a minute. I'm going to close with this last verse of this woman. I want you to look at how you forgive, reciprocate how you forgive. I want you to reciprocate how you treat others.
Yeah.
I want you to reciprocate how you respect people. I want you to learn to give back to others what they've given to you. Your mama gave everything she had for you. You tore up cars and trucks and different things and trees and stationary houses and that stuff. You get a new car. And the first thing you said, you can't drive my car. You got to learn to reciprocate things. You tore up their stuff.
Yeah. Don't you see? All right now.
You should at least let the tell you.
All right now.
That's the only thing. This is a homecoming. Y'all forgive me. Luke 7, chapter verses 40 to 50. I'm closing with this. Listen to the story. Simon answered, says, I suppose the one who he forgave the more. And he said to him, you have rightly judged. Listen now, verse 44. Then he turned to the woman and said to Simon, do you see this woman, Simon? I am at your house, Simon. You gave me no water for my feet. But she just washed my feet with her tears and her groans and her pain just running like a shower from her eyes. She washed them with her tears, and she just wiped them with the hair. And with the hair, she wiped it from her head, just wiping and crying and wiping and crying. In verse 4 it says, he said, you gave me no kiss when I came in. He says, but this woman has not ceased from kissing me. Father, I love you. Father, thank you so much. Father, thank you for missing you. Father, I love you as my parents. She just kissed me and he kissed him. You haven't kissed me one time. Tell me who loves me more. He goes and tells me, he said, you have gave me no kiss. This woman has not ceased to kiss me, my feet, since the time I came in. You did not anoint my head with oil. You gave me nothing on my head. But this woman has anointed my feet with fragrant oil. Therefore I say to you, her sins, which are many, y'all, many sins, he said, are forgiven, for she did what? She loved much.
Well,
The Bible says, but to whom little is given, the same loves little. That's what's wrong with many of our relationships today. You don't know what love is. See, you can easily give up something, you ain't put nothing in. I'm like, I'll just give it up. I'll let her go right now. Well, you didn't say you put that in the relationship. At the beginning, you've been running around all the time, so you didn't lose nothing, you didn't put that in.
all right, preacher.
Look at mama. Gave, 9 months.
Well,
Hard labor to that boy. Hard-headed boy. She ain't giving up on that boy.
yeah.
She's looking at him every day, 45, 55, 65. She's still praying for that boy. Like he's a little kid. She ain't giving up on this. I'm going to put in 50-something years. She just said, boy, go out there. I don't care where you go now. Because mama's invested for life. Why? Because mama is loved much.
Yeah.
Give it. You begin because you love much. See, we come in here acting like we're already saved. That's our problem. I really wasn't that bad. I know I was lost, but I wasn't that lost. So can you tell me what's the difference between being a little lost?
A lot lost. All right.
I said, wait, a little lost. They were hoping lost. You were still going to hell. And so would I be being a little lost too. And so I thank God that I'm always saved today. I'm going to close now. And I'm going to make a call today. And reach out to you wherever you are in your pews right now and say, God, I saw that woman worshiping you. I saw and felt her tears.
Well,
I felt her sins in her life, like my sins. I felt your love for her and your compassion. You know what, God? I'm not going to sit here and think about what everybody else thinks about me. I'm going to get on up, God.
Yes,
I'm going to get up and say, God, thank you today.
thank you.
Thank you today for blessing look at his word. Because some of y'all say, well, I've been pretty good. I can have it. Your Facebook account tells me some of y'all ain't still well, you should be. I said Facebook accounts.
Don't you see?
Still messed up. You see photos on there, y'all don't even look like that anymore. Trying to show them old photos. People know who y'all are. Girl, I show you look good. Thank you, girl. You look good. Thank you. God says we gotta change.
Yeah.
But what makes me change is not because I'm just in the Church of Christ. It doesn't make me change.
Right. Yeah.
But what makes me change is my love for God.
Well.
And God's love for me.
Yes, sir.
I can't get to his church until I feel that. Once I feel that, I said, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God for saying that. Right now, I do haven't heard the gospel, how that Christ died, is buried again, and rose again the third day according to the scriptures. Some people believe that, how Christ died on the cross for your sins. Come repent and say, God, I want to live a life for you. Then confess Jesus Christ, Son of the living God, Matthew 10:32 and 33. And then when you confess Jesus Christ, Son of the living God, you simply say, yes, I believe he died on the cross for me to save me. And Jesus Christ said, I'll confess you before my Father which is in heaven. If you deny me, he says, I'll deny you before my Father which is in heaven.
Right.
And then be baptized in water, give baptism, and you become a child of God. You be a child of God, and I'm telling you right now, it's nothing to stop a child of God.
Well.
Because we're so connected with God. We might go through hard and different storms, you know what God says? But I'm with you. I'm with you till the end. I never promise never to leave you nor to forsake you. You just got to keep on working your faith, that's all. You're like God is going to say, I'm going to skip all the Christians' homes in the neighborhood and everybody else flood. And your house is going to be on there in water. No, it rains the just and unjust.
Yes, it does.
When it rains
Yes,
on your house, God expects your message to be different than their message.
All right.
We said, praise God. He raised on my house. It's flooded out, but that's all right. I know God will bless because many of us in these storms live better after the storm than we did before. What about you? This is a serious moment. What about you? The greatest homecoming this will be? You can start over right now. You know what? On homecoming day, on September 3rd, I stood up. And I made a confession to God. I started my life over. I repented that day. You know what? My life is going in a different direction. This will be the greatest move that you can make. Why? Because you walked away with God's blessing. You said, guess what, God? I got it. I got it. I saw myself crying in front of you. I saw you holding my hand, and I walked away, God. We walked away together. You know what God told us? Your sins are what? Forgiven. God, no, go out your way. That's what God said to everybody. Our sins are forgiven. You walk out the door and want to say, your sins are forgiven. Go on and have a happy life. Why? Because it's based upon God. Are you going to stand up this morning? Or you think about who's watching you behind you? Or you're going to stand up and say, no, I know I need prayer. I know I need prayer. I know I'm tore to the floor. I'm going to stand up right there and say, God, help me. I'll tell you right now, you won't be the only one tore to the floor.
Yes, sir.
And you won't be the last one. But when God touches your life will never be the same again.
Yes, sir.
Let's come now. We stand and sing the invitational song.